This podcast was originally live-streamed on the Non Sequitur Show on YouTube. New episodes air weekdays, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/nonsequiturshow. Make sure you never miss a live stream by visiting www.nonsexshow.com/schedule. For the latest news, polls and updates throughout the day, follow us on Twitter @nonsexshow or facebook.com/nonsexshow. That's NONSEQ show. If you'd like to get exclusive content, bi-weekly private hangouts with Kyle and Steve, backstage access to chat with guests after shows hosted on your channel and much more, become a Patreon saint of Non Sequitur. It ensures we continue to improve our show and brings you into the process at the same time. Visit patreon.com/nonsequitur today while the limited spots are still available.
The following podcast is intended for those who believe bold ideas are righteous, unique perspectives are gospel, and strong opinions are sacred. This is Non Sequitur. Never follow. And now, here are your hosts, Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae.
I think we're live again. Hello, everybody. Before we start, please let us know if there's any sync issues or video issues. We're trying some new settings, so hopefully we don't have that sync issue like we had the last show. We apologize for that, but hopefully
probably
now
my fault.
It's all Trevor's fault. Definitely all Trevor's fault. But let Steve know in the live chat if we have any issues real quickly before we get started, so we can suss those out and fix those if need be. And while we're waiting for you guys to respond, I'll go around real quickly and introduce the panel that we have now. If you would like to join, if you're a Patreon and you're listening, please send me a message and I'll get you the link. You can come in. But now we have, obviously, Trevor is back with us. Welcome back, Trevor. I hope you're fully stocked on beers.
Yeah, I've got 3 right here, and I've got a fridge behind me. I just don't necessarily want to open the big ones just yet.
Excellent.
Depends what Joe says.
Fair enough.
Joe is back with us. There's Joe. Hello again, Joe. And then you want to pronounce your name for me? Clear?
Flavor. I honestly don't care how anyone says it.
Okay, Flavor. Sure, we'll go with that.
Dude in the top right.
Yeah. And we also have Bill Ludlow. Welcome.
Yes. Hi, how you guys doing? Glad to be here.
Great, Bill.
Well, we got to do the Shimlani thing for him. There we go, Bill. We know you're in on the...
Only
the top row does
it.
Okay,
for some beer.
Wait, it's like the Jewish Illuminati would be something like around.
I don't think I can do that. Yeah, that's going to be a little more difficult. I don't have coordination for that. You want to be like this?
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, yeah, it's
for our non-Gentiles out there. Okay.
There we go.
So Joe, do you want to just say it instead of writing it down on a piece of paper? You're more than welcome to.
Well, hey Jimmy, he wants to get on.
Okay. Well, if we have enough spaces, well, like I said, we'll definitely bring him on. Before we get to the new guy that just popped in, because that's interesting. All right. Let me say hey to Frustrated Atheist. You're not sporting your big arms like you were last night, but anyway.
No, I'm not. This is actually my new avatar.
Okay. Excellent. And the man that will be taking on Answers in Genesis, Dr. Nathaniel Jensen, Herman Mays. You're getting ready for your bout in a couple weeks.
Holy shit!
I brought the big guns in.
Hell yeah.
I don't mess around, boys.
Yep.
We don't play here.
So
I'll be ready.
And very cool thing. Also, I don't know if you've talked to him yet, Dr. Mace, but John Perry from Stated Clearly is also going to be on that week. He will be on the day before the actual debate. If you haven't seen Stated Clearly, his channel is awesome. He has a great way of explaining things. So he's going to be joining us the day before the debate to kind of go through the places that the average person can understand, and maybe that will help in that debate from trying to get through all the technical jargon. So, Dr. Mays, nonetheless, welcome. Glad to have you here.
I have one quick thing. Dr. Mays, could you please do me a favor and ask Ken Hovind, not Ken Hovind, but Ken Ham, to unblock me on Twitter, because it really hurts my feelings.
I don't think I have that much power.
Yeah, no, not really.
And finally, we have the man that is notorious on this show. He was actually voted number 2 in the most notorious guest that we have had, the voice of the Flat Earth movement, Wonton. Welcome, Wonton. Welcome back.
Say Occam's razor. Say it.
I'm sorry. There's a
Oh, we silenced him. No, we didn't silence him. Wotan.
Can you hear us?
He doesn't want to talk to us.
Okay.
Why'd he come in?
Speechless.
It would work on trust me. You'll be regretting that you.
Can you hear me now?
Cherish this silence. We can now, Wotan.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Say Occam's razor for us just once.
Occam's razor.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I guess let's begin with a wrap up. Number 1, Joe. The reason that you were obviously booted out. Let's just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. The elephant in the room out of the way, because I am now convinced that you do not honestly hold to a belief that dinosaurs aren't a thing. I think you were full of shit on that. The viruses thing, I believe that you believe that. This, I think, was a fun little extra conspiracy to tack on the end of it. Convince me that I'm wrong.
Well, I thought it was pretty transparent.
You were totally transparent. That's the problem.
And not in the way that you think.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
transparent in that we can see right through you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm not going to argue against your beliefs.
Okay, good. Cool. All right, glad that's out of the way.
Right, so we all agree. Let's take a vote. Everybody that thinks Joe is a Poe?
Aye.
On dinosaurs.
On dinosaurs.
On dinosaurs.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. Pass.
All right, so Trevor, give us kind of like a rundown on your thoughts leading that, because I know going in you thought that Izzy might be in the same boat, that she didn't believe that. Are you still convinced that she is a Poe and faking this, or are you on the fence now?
No, 100%. Still faking, just really, really good at it. Mm-hmm. Joe just needs to know how to troll a little bit better. I've been doing this a long time. I have busted numerous people that are just doing it, quote unquote, for the lulz. I'm still occasionally a ghost in all of the chans. I see all of the talk. I've seen all of that bullshit. So the main thing is, yes, it is a really, really great idea to go against the status quo, to make yourself a little bit more, get a little bit more notoriety and get people to notice you, especially in this day and age of social media. A great example of that is B.O.B., the rapper with the whole flat Earth thing. If it's like, think of a standard status quo deal and just put the opposite of it, and then immediately you'll have people like, yeah, that would be really funny to do. And then you're
straw manning.
No, I'm not straw manning, because
you are. You're
not at all, because there's nothing to debate this. It's absolutely true.
You're straw manning what I am.
No, I'm not. I'm
saying I'm doing it for the attention.
You are doing it for the attention. You have a brand new YouTube channel that you don't have a whole lot of followers, and this is the greatest way to get notoriety and start monetizing. Dude, you are literally claiming I am doing what you're doing.
You're straw manning me, though.
No, I'm not. Because there's numerous examples.
Yeah, you are,
Joe, first of all, you straw man an argument, okay?
You don't straw man. No, I'm not straw manning you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm basically confronting you and calling you straight out.
I'm calling you straight out.
For what? Dude, come on. Really? You're going to be, I know you are, but what am I? Come on.
You can't possibly believe that brontosauruses could drink water from the pond without passing out every time.
Actually, yeah, I can, because A, they're not mammals. B, they have a lower metabolism. C, if giraffes can do it, guess what? Other long-necked things can too, including ostrich, which, wait, what are ostrich again? Dinosaurs.
Well,
are they?
No, they're ostriches, actually.
You have a brilliant... ask Dr. Mays this. Dr. Mays can probably...
I'll debate him, too.
Wait,
no, but you're not debating.
You're
throwing shit against
You're not at a level to debate anybody at the moment.
Dr. Mays, can you answer that question? How would a brontosaurus be able to drink water without the blood rushing to his head and making him pass out?
Well, giraffes have an adaptation for that. And one difference between most sauropods and giraffes is sauropods hold their neck out straight. They don't. It's not like in the cartoon dinosaurs where they hold their neck straight up. So it's not like they have to reach their neck down all the way to the ground like that. They're like this, and they just go like that.
Yeah, that's
actually the angle.
That's what I was. That's what I was
tail,
showing.
yeah, that's what he was talking about. The tail go out in a straight line. They don't go out where the tail drags the ground and the neck goes straight up. So it's not like they have to go down from a very high height. Their head is already fairly, relatively speaking, close to the ground relative to the rest because their head is straight out like that. It's not, the anatomy is not like the cartoon version of a sauropod like you're depicting it to be.
He got all of his way the dinosaurs look from Land Before Time.
Jurassic Park, probably. It's not like that. Do you understand now, Joe?
I'm looking up the fossils in the museum.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, heads
Joe,
don't go straight up.
Joe, are you on the video that you can see me when I'm talking?
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't hold their heads like this. You know in the old depictions of brontosaurs where they hold their heads like this?
Yeah, I'm looking at fossils.
Yeah, so paleontologists, I will first to admit it here, we were wrong on how we depicted some of the animals standing. Upon further review, after we have found more specimens, i.e., we have found more things to then adjust how we view these animals. Instead of sitting like this, they were built like a T. So their head and their tail were acting as counterbalances to each other over the four legs.
So how do T-Rexes drink water?
The same thing. They are also balanced on a T. That
is not the same weight, though. Like, their tail is much lighter than
So
their
what?
head.
No.
Because it's not the same weight, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work the same way.
But actually, here, Joe, I can totally blow you away on this, too. Do you realize that giraffes don't actually need to drink that much water in the Sahara or everywhere in Africa they live? You know why? They're getting a majority of their water from the vegetation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the vegetation they eat. Guess what Tyrannosauruses were? Herbivores, motherfucker.
Unless you're Ken Hovind, then he thinks they're... No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started with that.
Oh! He thinks that everything was an herbivore, actually.
Yeah, they think everything was an herbivore.
Yeah.
But T-Rexes ate meat, though.
Yeah, and they can also drink water because they're not built up like this with their little arms going, Arr! No, they're actually more of a linear shape. Their head is balanced by their tail.
But their front body is much more heavier than their tail.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not at all. Have you ever? No. What are you talking about? The organs are actually directly underneath the hind legs.
Not they're drinking water.
Joe, who are you to say no to like you have three experts in here, like leading people in the field right here in this room with you.
There's a biologist right down there,
and you're
a good one too.
No, you can't. Like but what?
Appeal to authority.
It's not.
It's not an appeal to authority when they actually... Hold on.
Oh, whoa. Compared to this, I'm absolutely an authority because I've found more tyrannosaurs than you ever will.
And let me make this point, by the way, Joe. There is such thing as a legitimate appeal to authority. And a legitimate appeal to authority is somebody who's an expert in the field that has evaluated the topic. And so you say, such and such has evaluated this is their opinion. That is perfectly fine. That's not a fallacy. That's called a legitimate appeal to authority.
Joe, if you needed heart surgery and you had a cardiologist in front of you and me, and I said, don't do it the way he's wanting to do it. I know a better way of doing surgery on your heart. Which one would you go to?
I'm picking Kyle.
Kyle knows a lot about he knows about breaking hearts.
All right.
It's the same thing.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
I'll answer your question.
Okay.
Do I need to know all the mathematics to gravity in order to understand that things fall when I drop them?
It's a good
no.
Well, that's a horrible analogy.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, if you want to put something in orbit, right? You have to study it's called orbital mechanics, which is a lot of math. Mathematics is ridiculously complicated math.
The point is,
tell me that if I wanted to come,
you can't look at an expert and go.
It's not that complicated, though.
No, that's not how it is.
Orbital mechanics.
Really? Orbital?
I've taken a few years of math, and I got to tell you that even I look at that shit.
You launch things into space, guys.
Yeah, I mean, beyond anything beyond Lagrangian transformations, I look at that shit and I go, holy crap! There ain't no goddamn way I'm ever going to even be able to remotely understand this stuff.
I wanted to be an astronaut, and I damaged my knee so they wouldn't let me fly. Don't even tell me that. Oh yeah. I know orbital mechanics. Please, dude.
Yeah.
I went to space camp 4 times. I was going for my own private pilot's license. Plus, I had college-level manuals I was reading when I was 12 to even try and get an idea of what orbital mechanics were.
Can I show what Joe is probably...
Oh, my God!
Can I show what Joe is probably...